Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're in for a delight with this next story. So Netflix recently released a new horror game called Unhinged, so of course Kat and I played it. If you'd like to watch Kat's walkthrough of it, I'll drop the link in the video so you can go check it out. As we played it though, I thought the game was interesting enough to do a video on, so here we are. And if you haven't yet, we'd love it if you could subscribe to our channel. We're trying to hit 500 subscribers and we're already over 300. Our goal is so close and we'd appreciate it if you could take a second to subscribe to our channel and join our amazing little community. And for our fans out there that are already subscribed, thank you so much. With that out of the way, let's dive right into the story of Unhinged. We begin with our protagonist Ava, waking up from her bed as her phone goes off. Calling her is Claire, Ava's friend and neighbor across the street. Claire is calling because her power went out, most likely because of the hurricane outside, and she wants to see if Ava's power is out as well. Ava checks her desk lamp, and to her annoyance, her power is also out. Ava wants to go back to bed, but Claire convinces Ava to go with her and Huey, her cat, to a hotel for the night until it all blows over. Most people have already evacuated the area because of the storm, so they might as well too. Ava agrees, but first, she has to check on her elderly neighbor Joyce. Ava hasn't heard from Joyce in a week, and she's beginning to get really worried about Joyce. Ava grabs Joyce's spare key, obviously given to her by Joyce, and heads to her apartment. But Ava can take a short detour before she heads to Joyce's apartment, stopping at the exit stairs. To Ava's alarm, the door to the stairs is padlocked. Now, other than the elevator, this is Ava's way out. Ava has no choice but to call Ben, the building supervisor, to report the exit being blocked. Ben is shocked, telling Ava he's an hour away, but he'll turn around to help her. This is kind of odd because there is an active hurricane happening outside, but Ava blows it off, thanking him instead, telling him that she's going to go check on Joyce then. Ben hangs up quickly after. Ava then heads to Joyce's apartment and unlocks the door, but the deadbolt makes it so Ava can't enter Joyce's apartment. Ava shouts for Joyce, but gets no response, which makes her notice that Joyce's fridge door was left open and her shower is running. There's still no sign of Joyce either. While this is suspicious, Ava's calls to 911 won't go through because of the storm, and she can't get in the apartment, so she's forced to head back to her own apartment. On her way there, Claire calls Ava back, telling Ava to grab her sweater before Ava leaves her apartment. Ava tells Claire she's almost back to her apartment, so she'll grab it when she gets back. Claire pauses before asking Ava if she's not in her apartment. No, Ava answers. I went to go check on my neighbor before I leave. Claire is confused, telling Ava she definitely saw someone in Ava's bedroom, and if it wasn't Ava, who was it? Ava shakes off Claire's comment though, telling Claire that she's seeing things because of the hurricane outside. But when Ava comes back to her apartment door, her front door is cracked open. Ava is sure that she shut it, but maybe the wind opened the door behind her. Ava enters her apartment, but something feels off. As she heads towards her bedroom door, ready to grab Claire's sweater and head out, a noise behind her makes her turn around. Behind her, peeking around the corner, is someone, watching Ava intently. Ava gasps, backing up towards her bedroom door. Suddenly, a man wearing bloody coveralls and a gas mask steps out from behind the corner. He laughs, seeming nervous but oddly excited. Surprise, he says, as if Ava is supposed to be excited at the fact that a strange man covered in blood just let himself into her apartment. He continues to tell Ava he's got everything planned downstairs, whatever that means, but he seems agitated that his plans haven't gone exactly how he planned them. Ava runs towards her bedroom, but it's locked, which causes the man to run at Ava. She's able to grab a small white vase in time though, throwing it and hitting its head before running to her bathroom, locking herself inside. As a strange intruder beats on the door, telling Ava to let him in, Ava tries her bathroom window. The lock is stuck, but thankfully a screwdriver was left in the bathroom. Ava uses it to force the lock open and slides out the window to the fire escape. Claire calls Ava again, panicked as she watches what's happening from her apartment across the street. Claire tells Ava the ladder to the street is gone, so Ava should go to Noah's apartment. Noah is Ava's ex-boyfriend, and though they didn't end on the best of terms, there is no way that Noah wouldn't help Ava in this situation. Ava agrees, opening a hallway window and sliding back into the apartment complex. The hallway is eerily silent, with most people being gone because of the evacuation. However, Noah wouldn't have left without telling Ava, so she quietly hurries to his apartment. Ava can't stand outside for long, so she grabs Noah's spare key from under his doormat and opens his door. Unfortunately, his deadbolt is also engaged. Ava still has her screwdriver though, so she pries the deadbolt off, letting herself in. Noah's apartment is quiet, so Ava looks around, noticing an evacuation notice sitting on his counter. Written in red marker is "Check on Ava," so this confirms Noah wasn't planning on leaving before checking on her, and since Ava hasn't heard from him, he must be here somewhere. Walking into Nova's living room, Ava sees someone sitting on a chair, facing away from her. Ava calls out to them as she approaches. As she turns the chair around, she finds Noah, taped to the chair with a bag duct taped around his head. He also has a deep cut across his lower abdomen. Ava is horrified and devastated, reaching out for Noah's hand. Suddenly, Noah jerks to life, screaming. He must think that Ava is a serial killer in the coveralls, returning to finish the job. Unfortunately, Noah's screams attract the attention of the serial killer, only giving Ava seconds to hide before he re-enters Noah's apartment. He's annoyed by Noah and his screaming, so he torches Noah before finishing the job, deciding to clean Noah's plumbing with a kitchen garbage disposal. Interestingly, if Ava gets caught here, she's killed by the serial killer, but an audio recording from the 2 police officers on the scene tell us that, while the police find Ava's body later, they weren't able to actually locate her head. But on a successful run while the serial killer is busy, Ava slips into Noah's bedroom. Claire texts Ava, telling her to call Noah's phone in the living room to get the killer's attention. This will buy Ava enough time to slip out of Nova's apartment. And it works. The phone ringing pulls the serial killer's attention away from the front area, allowing Ava to get to the front door, only for the floor to conveniently creak. The serial killer calls out to Ava, addressing her by name as he runs after her. Ava runs to the hallway, trying to exit out of the window she came through, but it's now sealed shut with nails. So the serial killer followed Ava here, ensuring that her exit was gone. The serial killer steps out of the hallway, and Ava is cornered. Ava looks around as the killer steps closer. There's only one choice. Ava opens up the garbage chute and jumps inside. After a fall, Ava ends up in the basement. Her phone, which is her only connection to the outside world, is barely working. Someone she cared about was killed right in front of her, and Ava is in immense pain from the fall, all of which cause Ava to spiral. Only to make it worse, in front of Ava is a mannequin with a creepy, drawn-on face. But looking closer, the mannequin has on a wig that is eerily similar to Ava's hair. And it gets worse. On its arms are drawn-on tattoos that match the ones that Ava has. This mannequin is supposed to be a copy of Ava, so the serial killer stalking Ava wants more than to just kill Ava. But what does he want, and how did he access the basement? A call from Claire snaps Ava out of her spiral enough to get her back on task. Ava has to escape the basement. The killer knows where Ava fell to, and it will only be a matter of time before he comes down to finish the job, whatever that job is. Claire is on her way, but Ava can't just wait around for her. The exit door is locked, but an air vent allows Ava to escape, dropping her into another room. This next room has multiple monitors, all displaying different camera feeds. Ava approaches the feeds, noticing that many of these cameras are watching a very specific, very familiar apartment. They are feeds of different rooms in Ava's apartment, including her bathroom and her bedroom. The serial killer who has been stalking Ava and killed Noah is the one responsible for this. He has been watching Ava for a long time, going so far as to plant cameras all over her apartment and all over the apartment complex itself. And he even created a doll of Ava for God only knows what reason. Ava is in immense danger and she knows it, but the cameras also allow her to see the killer, who is pacing back and forth in one of the apartment hallways. Ava watches as the killer pulls out his phone, making a call. Suddenly, Ava's phone rings. It's Ben, the building supervisor, calling her. Ava rejects the call, and the killer's phone goes to voicemail to his utter annoyance. So there's no questioning it now. Serial killer who murdered Noah and is stalking Ava is Ben. But why is he doing this? What did he want with Noah, and why has he done all this to Ava? What does he really want? For now, Ava decides to throw him off her trail. Ben calls Ava again, and Ava watches his reaction on the camera as she answers the phone. Ben asks Ava where she's at, saying that he's right outside the apartment complex, which obviously is a lie. Ava plays it cool though, telling him that she and Claire have left the building and are already out of town, which Ben buys immediately. Unfortunately, a generator goes off behind Ava, and Ben looks directly at the camera, realizing where Ava actually is. "Don't worry, I'll be there soon," Ben says. Ava swears and hits the generator before grabbing a nearby nail gun, the same one that locked the hallway window and trapped Ava in the apartment complex. She doesn't have much time, she's got to hide somewhere. This is when Ava notices a whiteboard. On it are pictures of 3 people: Joyce, Noah, and Ava. Joyce and Noah's eyes are scratched out, while on Ava's photo is a heart. So Ben has an obsession with Ava, one that's so intense he planted cameras in Ava's apartment, killed her ex-boyfriend, and planned an elaborate scheme to kidnap her, going so far as to padlock the apartment stairs and nail the window shut to trap her in the apartment during a hurricane. But why is Joyce included in this, assumingly sharing a similar fate to Noah? Well, as far as I can tell, she's not directly included in any of this. She's just an acquaintance of Ava. And if Ben wanted to get rid of anyone close to Ava, he would have killed Claire, her friend, not Joyce. Well, a note on the board actually tells us Joyce was simply practice. To make sure his murder of Noah went as smoothly as possible, he killed Joyce as a warm-up. It's a heartbreaking revelation for sure. Joyce was just an unfortunate victim in the wrong place at the wrong time. That's why Joyce's shower was running and her fridge was left open. Ben most likely attacked Joyce when she was at home, and he turned on the shower as a distraction in case anyone came knocking. That's also why Ava hasn't heard from Joyce in a week, and why Ben was quick to hang up the phone when Ava told him she was going to check on Joyce. But Ava has no time to take this all in, she has to hide. Next to her is a door with 3B crudely written on the door. That's odd, that's Ava's apartment number. Why is it written on a random door in the basement? Ava pushes the door open, entering a pathetic attempt at a recreation of her apartment. The furniture looks to be cardboard, drawn on to replicate Ava's apartment, including her sofa and TV. It seems that Ava has accidentally stumbled upon Ben's ultimate plan. Ben was planning to kidnap Ava and bring her to his version of her apartment where he could keep her locked up and at his mercy. It's absolutely skin-crawling, especially if we look at Ava's phone, where we see an old text from Ben asking Ava where she got her sofa from. Obviously, he wasn't able to find a duplicate, so he put his mediocre drawing skills to the test. Just then, Ben enters his version of Ava's apartment. Ava tries to use the nail gun to defend herself, but it's turned on her when they wrestle for control of the nail gun, shooting her in the shoulder. Ben then drags Ava over to the kitchen table, using the nail gun on Ava's hands to keep her pinned to the table so she can't run away, or in his words, hurt herself. He uses up the last 3 nails, then leaves an empty nail gun on the table next to Ava. But Ben isn't the only person in here with Ava. Across from Ava is Joyce, who is slumped back, dead. Maggots hanging around Joyce's neck tell us that Joyce has been here for a while, at least a week. Ava is rightfully horrified, and as Ben leaves the room to finish preparing for his grand plan, Ava has no choice but to pull her hands out with the nails. But since Ben left the nail gun behind, Ava is able to load the nail gun with the used nails and wait for Ben's return. While Ava is doing this, Ben talks to her from the other room, speaking to her as if they're a couple. He calls her Hunny and asks her if she's hungry. He even wonders if they should order takeout from her favorite place. This is a view into Ben's demented mind. Part of him really believes that this whole plan was a great idea and that it would bring Ava to his side forever. Obviously, that's not true, but Ben really sees this as a good thing. When Ben re-enters the room, Ava is ready. Ava shoots a startled Ben in the eye, and when he falls over, she shoots him 3 more times, getting revenge for everyone that Ben has harmed. With Ben still, Ava grabs his ring of keys and heads towards the exit. As Ava approaches, she sees someone on the other side of the door, banging on it. It's Claire, who calls out to her, telling Ava to open the door. Struggling because of her wounded hands, Ava slowly opens the locked door, and she and Claire escape together. But while it seems that Claire has escaped, she has not gotten out completely unscathed. After some time passes, Ava is back in her apartment. While she's safe and Ben is presumably arrested for his crimes, it's not quite over. Suddenly, Ava receives a call from Ben.
Okay. I forgive you, Ava. I forgive you for running away. I forgive you for shooting me. I got lost for a minute, but I'm not anymore. All that matters is us. I'll see you soon.
So it seemed that Ava hasn't truly escaped, at least not yet. Hopefully Ava will have another loaded nail gun nearby when Ben comes knocking again. But that's all we have for today. If you enjoyed this video, why not check out some of our other Story Explained videos? And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to keep up with our newest videos coming out. Thank you for watching. Until next time, take care.